Welcome back, Math 8. Today we are going to work on assembling our slope-intercept equation from ordered pairs. So go ahead, grab something to write with, grab something to write on, and try out this warm-up. We are going to identify the slope, the y-intercept, and the slope-intercept equation from the table of values. Go ahead, pause your video, and try it out. Alright, so as you can see, I found our slope in two different ways. The first way that I did it was that I just took our pattern that we've been working with and I found our rise over run. Remember, our rise is our y values, our run is the x values, and it's the pattern, not the values in the table. The second way that I did it was I used the equation that we learned last class. So our m equals y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. I picked 2 points at random, any 2 points, and I did the math. So I ended up with 4 over 6. Now we need to be super careful and make sure that we are reducing our fractions. 4 and 6 can both be divided by 2, so I end up with 2/3. So two different ways that you guys can get the slopes, and both of them are very valid. From there, I then had to go put all of that into my slope-intercept equation and choose a point. I chose -3, 0 because I like when there's a 0 in there. Now please realize that just because there is a 0 in the ordered pair does not mean that that other number is your y-intercept. Our x value must be 0 in order for the other value to be the y-intercept. That is not the case here. This time y is 0 and x is -3. So I plug my y and I plug my m and I plug my x into my equation and I end up with getting b equals 2. So my whole equation, the entire answer that I'm going for, is y equals 2/3 x plus 2. I hope you got it, and if not, I hope you figured out where you made your mistake. Alright, so our goal for today is that I can assemble the slope-intercept equation from ordered pairs. And our learner right responsibility is to be open to embracing errors. This is still new stuff, it's still hard, I know. That's okay. Be open to being wrong and just work towards fixing it. So the first thing that I want you to do is organize the following ordered pairs. I'm not going to tell you how to do it. I want you guys to try it out. So go ahead, pause the video, and organize. Alright, as you can see here, I have 3 different ways that I organized it. In the green, I organized them from the smallest x value up to the largest x value vertically. In the red, I organized it from the smallest x value to the largest x value horizontally. And in the blue, I organized it from the smallest x value to the largest x value in a table horizontally. There are other ways that you guys can organize this. These aren't the only ways. These were just some examples of how you can. But what's important to realize is that it's really important to organize it by the x values and not the y. Remember, x is the independent, so that's the one that's in charge. Alright, so now I want you to organize the ordered pairs here. And then from there, I want you to identify the slope, the y-intercept, and the slope-intercept equation. Whoops. Messed up my joke. Just kidding. This is a lot to have to organize, and there's absolutely no reason for it. But I seriously want you guys to identify the slope, the y-intercept, and the slope-intercept equation. Go ahead, take a moment, see if you guys can figure out how to do that. Pause the video. Alright, so let's go ahead and do this together. So to find the slope, remember that we need to find 2 ordered pairs. Any 2 ordered pairs that you want. If you want to take these first 2, you totally can, and that's a completely valid option. I'm not going to, because I don't really want to use numbers that look kind of like they're really far apart. So I see that there's this positive 94, negative 97, and this 90, negative 93. They're very far apart in the order that it's been placed on here, but 94 and 90 are pretty close together. Negative 97 and negative 93 are pretty close together. So those are the 2 ordered pairs that I want to choose. Again, it's completely my choice. And when you do it, it's completely your choice. So to find slope, remember m equals y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So when I use my 90, negative 93, and my 94, negative 97, remember these ones are my x's, these ones are my y's. I'm going to take my y values minus my y values. So I'm just going to say negative 97 minus negative 93 over my x values, because negative 97 went first, 94 has to go first on the bottom. So 94 minus 90. And I'm going to do this math. So just like last time, if you remember, we said that a negative times a negative was a positive. So this is really negative 97 plus 93 over 94 minus 90. Negative 97 plus 93 is a negative 4, and 94 minus 90 is a positive 4. Negative 4 divided by positive 4 is just plain and simply negative 1. I'm going to put equals m again, and then remember that I like to draw my little clouds around it so I don't lose it because it's important information. Let's use green. All right, so now I have my slope. Now I need to find my y-intercept. I don't even want to look through all of this list to see if there is a y value of 0, but just glancing, it doesn't seem like there is. So I'm gonna scroll. I'm just going to go straight into our y equals mx plus b equation. We know that our m is negative 1, and then we can use any point value that we want. We are not stuck to the ones that we used to find slope, but I'm going to use this negative 90. Nope, every time. This 90, negative 93. Purely because it's circled, it's right there, I can see it. That is 100% my reasoning. So the y value, let's remember, here is x comma y. So my y is going to be negative 93 equals my slope of negative 1 times my x value of 90 plus b. So negative 1 times 90. So we got that negative 93 equals negative 90 plus b. In order to get b all by itself, we need to do our inverse operations. So I'm going to add 90 to both sides of my equal sign. And I end up with negative 93 plus 90, which is a negative 3 equals b. Remember, b is our y-intercept. So our total equation at the end is going to be y equals negative 1m minus 3. Or we can just say that y equals negative m minus 3. Either answer totally and completely works, whichever you choose. All right, so our activity for today, and what I want you guys to do is to identify the slope, y-intercept, and create the slope-intercept equation based on either the points provided or the table provided. So go ahead, pause your video, and find all of those for this problem. All right, and our answer for this one, I wrote it really small, is y equals 2x minus 7. So go ahead and make sure that you get that answer. And if you don't, go back and try to work it again or ask your teacher for some additional help. All right, let's move on to the next one. Again, you're finding the slope, y-intercept, and slope-intercept equation for the table of values. Go ahead and pause. All right, and here is the answer for that one. Y equals 1/3 x plus 8. Again, if you didn't get that, please make sure you're reaching out to your teacher so that they can help you. All right, here's our next problem. Go ahead and pause. And our answer for that is y equals negative 5/3 x minus 1. When you're doing these, please make sure that you're showing all of your work so we can give you guys credit. Go ahead and pause. All right, and this one's answer is y equals 1/4 x minus 1. And here's another problem. And here is that answer, y equals 4/3 x minus 1. All right, I just skipped straight ahead to the next problem. Here it is. Go ahead and pause, but I'm not going to give you the answers to this one. I want you to see if you can figure this one out on your own. All right. This should be our last problem, so go ahead, try this one out. Again, I'm not going to give you the answer here. I want you to try it out and ask your teacher if you're not sure. Oop, I lied. Here is our last problem. So go ahead, try this one out and pause. All right, I'll give you this answer. This one is y equals 4x plus 3. So that's all that we have today. So I hope that you guys understood the problems. If you have any questions, please make sure you reach out. And until next time, I'll see you later. Love you, bye.